What is Kings Island up to for 2026? We have the teaser video, we have some hype around it, and all the rumors are pointing to a new version of Phantom Theater coming to the park in 2026. But the real scary news is, could Looney Tunes be joining the 2026 lineup when Kings Island brings back Phantom Theater? And with Kings Island teasing 2 locations in the park, could we see the park open up 2 new rides next year? What is going on? This is Theme Park Brandon, and I'm really glad you're here. And we have a lot to talk about. And thanks to a lot of you, I had a ton of you guys request this video in my past videos I just made over the weekend. Hey, you gotta do a video about Kings Island again. So here we are. Here's my thoughts because I'm rather intrigued. I think there's something here that might be a little bit more than what we bargained for in a good way. And more on the Snoopy aspect, possibly being in the doghouse and getting removed from the park. So, let's get into this. In case you don't know, the last day to ride Boo Blasters at Kings Island forever is September 1st, Monday. So be sure if you're in the area, go out there to ride it and give it one last send-off because this ride will be closed forever. And I don't think the ride track's going to be around anymore, because I think that the new ride will have a whole entire new ride system, and more on that in a minute. But what's almost more exciting for me at least is the teasing that the park is doing around the Crypt building. They put big banners around the area where the Beast is, in between Beast and Potato Works and the Whitewater Canyon entrance, basically saying that this is something new is going to be happening in this area. And they removed some of the games in front of there, like the soccer game that was like right underneath Diamondback's helix there. That's gone. What's that about? That's very interesting because the Crypt building's been sitting there. They've used it for haunted houses in the past, but it has not had a ride there in what, 12, 13, 14 years? Someone let me know in the comments. I remember back in the day it was Tomb Raider. Then it was obviously the Crypt. But this is something that to keep your eye on for sure. This building needs something. What is it going to be? Who knows? Is it a haunt? Could it be the Conjuring haunt for Kings Island? But here's my thing is, the park just released a teaser video a few days ago, building up the hype for the Boo Blasters replacement attraction. But at the end of the video, you have one security guard that's inside Boo Blasters radio to someone that's in the Crypt building. Why show the Crypt building on that promotional video for 2026 if it is going to be used for a haunt this year? Unless the only crazy thing that I could see maybe is, what if you have the Phantom Theater new ride coming in 2026, right, for the new attraction, but new this year for haunt, you have a haunted house themed to Phantom Theater as well. Kind of cool cross-marketing. But again, that would be the only way I think those two tie in together. I don't see them promoting, hyping up Conjuring in a Boo Blasters replacement video that's going to be for Phantom Theater, which leads me to think there is a slight chance that we could see Kings Island open up 2 new rides in 2026. I mean, who's to say they don't open up a new Boo Blaster replacement and then a new family thrill attraction in the Crypt building? Remember, back November of last year, I believe it was, when Six Flags really kind of gave us a new insight on the direction that they're taking the company. They've already listed out like Carowinds is getting a new record-breaking water ride, Over Texas is getting the Giga Dive Coaster. They kind of gave us a hint as to what some parks we're going to be getting. They go on to say for Kings Island, a new family thrill attraction. Well, a new Phantom Theater ride, a slow-moving dark ride, isn't really a thrill. So, if those plans are still intact and Kings Island is still getting that attraction in 2026, what could it be? More on that in a second. But first, if you love Kings Island like I do, I used to work at Kings Island. I grew up in Kettering, just north of the park. You're going to love my Kings Island inspired merchandise on themeparkbrandon.com. And just because you guys are so great, for the next few days only, I'm going to be giving you guys 20% off everything in the merch store. So definitely check it out. If you love the Beast, if you love Vortex, as well as Son of Beast, check out themeparkbrandon.com, and I really do appreciate all the support. Now, those 2 rides. What type of ride would be located inside the Crypt building? Better yet, what type of ride would fit inside the Crypt building? Well, we know that Cedar Fair Six Flags loves working with Zamperla, and that they offer a lot of good flat rides that could fit inside this ginormous box. One in particular, I think would make a really adds the value to the whole thrill aspect, the family thrill, and that would be a Nubilez. Now, these rides have popped up at other parks in the chain, like Wildfire, Carowinds has one, Gear Spin, Six Flags America has one. I think there might be one or two other ones out there that have them as well. I just feel like this is going to be a flat ride. The GP really enjoy it. The loading and unloading process kind of sucks, but they are very fun. They're a fun ride. So I think that that's going to definitely spread like wildfire throughout the chain for new rides going forward. That type of ride will fit inside the Crypt building for sure. What I like about that is whatever gets inside the Crypt building, chances are it's going to be themed to a darker setting, obviously being indoors. So just imagine if it's like, you know, a cave theme, right? Or something that's underground and you have it dark. You know, when you're riding these Nubilezes, you know, you can look out and see props and lighting and stuff. You get a good view of everything. So that'd be kind of cool, spinning around inside of a building with some cool lighting and some theming elements. Just saying, if there's any ride out there that makes the most sense to fit inside that building, that's what it would be. I personally would love to see a new Wild Mouse style coaster that goes in and out of the building, but due to the capital the park has, and they just opened up the new family attraction, the family coaster last year, I don't see it being that type of ride. But what we're most looking at here is obviously the Phantom Theater. That's where all the rumors are pointing to. Kings Island, if they were smart, they would do it. It makes the most sense for sure. All the fans want it. Just give us Phantom Theater. I think we're looking at a whole entire new ride system as well. That ride system was used for the Smurf attraction before Phantom Theater, then Boo Blaster, so it's old. Definitely, they might gut the entire inside of that building. What they could do, actually, if you don't know, next to where the Phantom Theater, Boo Blasters is, inside that same building, they used it for a really cool little Snoopy meet and greet area this year. But they could always expand into that area as it's all under the same building. So if they would do that, then I think that would be really, you know, they can always make this ride larger than what it is if they wanted to. But I definitely think it's going to be some form of interactive dark ride, but themed to the Phantom Theater, which is awesome news in my opinion. But the sad news with that is I'm hearing even more rumors now that Snoopy's packing his bags. He's getting ready to head out. By New Year's Eve, he'll be gone. Long gone, Snoopy. And hello, Looney Tunes. I hate it. I don't mind Looney Tunes theming. I wish they could do both, but it doesn't make sense business-wise to spend money on both IPs, I don't think. So I feel like the Looney Tunes will be taking over the parks. Unfortunately, I personally would rather have Peanuts than Looney Tunes. What would you prefer? Let me know in the comments. Looney Tunes or Peanuts, Snoopy and Friends. But I think that we're going to see a lot of change in the kids areas at all the Cedar Fair parks in 2026, or the off season between 25 and 26 for sure. I think the Crypt building, while I would love to see a new ride, I think it's going to be a haunted house of some kind. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's a new ride, but I just don't see Kings Island opening up 2 new rides. I'd be really upset if they did that. Whereas you have parks like Carowinds and you know, other parks out there, Magic Mountain, Great Adventure, that have delayed their projects till the following year. You know, I don't think one park should get 2 attractions when other parks could be benefited by having a new attraction as well. And if you love Kings Island content and want more information regarding the future of the park and what's happening at the park, definitely check out Tower Topics. My buddies Ryan and Don, you might know Don from Don Helbig from Racer at Kings Island, and Kings Island's old PR guru. They do a great podcast and channel, so definitely check them out as well. As far as Kings Island goes, I'm definitely excited to see what they're bringing to us in 2026. I'm optimistic. I really hope Phantom Theater. I hope 2 rides. But all eyes for me personally is on what's coming next. What's after? Is it the new coaster coming in 27, 28? Orion was built in 2000 or 2020. It's a long time ago. So that's really what I'm more have my eyes set on. Everything else is just, you know, additional added bonuses. But it's time, Kings Island. We need a new coaster. Give us a whatever, RMC, a hybrid coaster, a Mach Extreme Spinner, a massive Vekoma multi-launch coaster, something, anything. You know what to do. Let me know in the comments your thoughts. And if you want to know how I rank every single coaster at Kings Island, check out the video at the bottom of your screen. With that being said, this is Theme Park Brandon. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to smile today, think positive, and of course, keep riding coasters.